Good morning, everybody. It's Marcia, Kansas Misfit, and it's garden time. So let's check out everything I have planted, and we'll see what's going on, and check out the garden and see what's needed to be done and what's going on with the garden. So here's the first things. The herbs I planted here, nothing's growing yet, but when they start growing, I need to water them again, because they're a little bit dry this morning. Plant some cucumbers up here. See anything growing in there yet? When these cucumbers in here are growing, I'm going to have them grow up the vine, up the stems here, these chains, up to the wood up there, and let it grow around and down here, and then just have cucumbers everywhere. That's what I'm hoping it turns out. In this bucket here, this white one, I got cucumbers planted in there too. I'm going to have them grow up these here posts. Up and then up around here, and hopefully up to there, and back down here, and have the whole porch full of cucumbers. That's what my envision is, but we'll see how it turns out. I don't know how it'll turn out. So, let's head on out towards the garden. Had a good rain. The whole county was, just our county too, was, tornado watch the other day. A little nerve-wracking, but hey, we made it. Okay, let's see. I never did get in here with my shovel to get the weeds around this box. You can see the onions are coming in pretty good. I'm gonna figure, I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is I don't want to touch the weeds because I don't have my gloves on, and I'm allergic to some of the stuff that grows around here. Let's see if we can pick out any plants that I have in here, because I know there's some stuff coming up, although there's some weeds. Let's see. These I know are weeds, but I know I got some stuff growing in here. I believe that's food. Here's another weed. And these are weeds. But every square has food in it. I just gotta leave it alone and let it grow. I hear my cat Ball. Hey Ball, are you wanting to be in the video? You coming to say hi to everybody after the fight you had yesterday? Don't get in that box. Don't get in that box. Don't get in that box. No, no. Go that way. Don't need you to try to use that as a key litter. Come on. Come with Mama over here. Cats. Trying to get in my little box. And gets in there and starts digging around now. It's going to have someone chasing him around. Going to beat him around on his little butt. No, I don't think he'll do it, but you never know. Okay, another thing I'm planning on doing, which I haven't finished yet, it's a project in progress. I have some wood here with some buckets on right now. I'm going to take and plant cabbages in here, in the buckets, after I level them out and everything. Then get all that weed stuff out of there and till it up on that side and this side. I'm going to plant cucumbers on the bottom, on the ground, and get some pallets and build them up on here to make a little covering for these buckets so they don't get too much heat and stuff, so that hopefully they'll continue growing, because cabbages don't like the heat, and I'm getting them in kind of late, so we're going to see if it works. And the cucumbers can grow up the pallets on both sides, and we can have more cucumbers, but gotta wait for the ground to dry up a little bit for that. So I can feel it soft underneath my feet. So we did get a lot of rain. I thought I heard something. Maybe it was him I heard. That's Old Yeller. Let's see. Look at this parsley. It's getting big. There's old Yeller, he's hollering too. Been working in here trying to get all these Johnson grass and weeds out of the potatoes, but since it started raining, I had to stop. But I'll get that done. Hopefully next week that'll be cleared out. And there's that potato, it's growing. And I got that first row of potatoes done. You can see some of the potatoes growing in there in the first row. Ball's gonna follow me through the whole video. I just fed him. Him and his brother was both on the porch this morning, and they weren't fighting. They were as calm as everything. Got my beets planted in here, although nothing's coming up yet. That's a weed. It's not red. Yeah. One of these days it'll be full. Hopefully we have a lot of beets, because that's something we both like. I don't have my cheat sheet for the herbs. I told you what was in them. I can't remember, but here's how the herbs are growing. I'll go this way so you can see each one. Cilantro's coming in. There's the dill. And I don't remember what's in here. I have to look on my cheat sheet and get the weeds out and keep them out. You can see this. The round ones is what's growing in here. The one that looks like grass needs to come out. I just have to get in there and do it. There's that row. And here's this row. I hope we get a lot growing in here, because these herbs are going to be nice to have. Ain't that right, Ball? So, let's head on over here to the rest of the garden. I'll start way down on the end and then come back this way. Too muddy to get in there. So I'm glad it's just garden time. I don't have to actually get in here and do it. So let's see. I planted cabbages and things, broccoli and stuff in here. Let's see if we can see anything sprouting yet. Don't look like it, but I have kale and broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage, I think, in there. You're gonna get stepped on. He just lays down right by my feet. Here's the Chinese red noodle beans. Well, there's some Johnson grass coming up in here. I gotta get that out. The Chinese red noodle beans. Here's one, here's one, here's one. There's one, there's one. But when they start growing, they'll grow up this vine and make their vines everywhere. But they're coming in, so that's wonderful. The Chinese red noodle beans. Got them over here too. Isn't that nice? There's a weed we don't need. Dandelion. I have to get my... You saw the butcher knife over there by the potatoes. That's what I use to dig the small weeds out. But there we go. Chinese red noodle beans. Okay. Well, you can see the kale coming in here on the other side of the black netting. There's some kale there. So it's starting to come up in there. Took the cages down from the tomatoes and stuff. A lot of Johnson grass over there coming in. I got my tomatoes and peppers and the broccoli. Look at the weed. These are kind of weeds, I don't know what they are, but they stick to you. Like prickly. There's my radishes are growing around there. And stuff. Come around these cages. And the onions are getting a little taller. Yep. And there's more pepper on this side. The tomatillos are still going. I got these weeds out, but that rain just making the Johnson grass grow like weeds. Weeds, you get it? And then here's some more onions. And then, oh boy, there's a green bean. Green beans are coming up. There's another one. I got my green beans coming. Isn't that wonderful? If I keep the weeds out of them, we'll have some green beans to eat. I love fresh green beans. Snap them and boil them up. Put some bacon bits in there. Well, nothing's planted in here yet. I planted peppers and eggplant, and I believe that's it. In that area, I gotta go around these here tomato cages that's laying all over, because I'm not gonna walk in the mud, so I'll walk over here in the weeds instead. So, me and my husband get that mowed down. And here, we're back over here where the potatoes are at. And these weeds, I'll be getting them out this next week. Let's see if there's any herbs growing in these tires yet. I know there's none there yet because I was waiting on those ants to die. Well, they're starting to come up in here. We don't need the weeds in here though. But the herbs are popping up a little bit. Get my knife in there. I don't remember what I planted in the tires. Isn't that terrible? Should have wrote it down. Now I got a lot of Johnson grass needs coming out of here. That's the worst pet peeve there is for gardening. Johnson grass. Nope, nothing's coming in this one yet. And then I gotta thin out this parsley. There's my butcher knife. He's my helper for getting weeds out of the garden. Here comes Ball. Anyway, that's all I have for you today on the garden. It's coming around. So I guess follow me next week on Monday. We can see what's growing, and if I got all the weeds out, and we can see what's happening in the garden. I guess the birds are just bothering me. I don't know if you want to see the birds or not, but well, let's go over there and see how they are. Why not? That birds are always saying hi. Gotta get this lawn mowed again. Hey girls. Hey old yeller. Hi. No, there's nothing wrong with the birds. That's just the boys, when they hump them, just makes them raw. Oh, so you running away, huh, Big Red? You running away? Because I'm talking about you? Yeah. Anyway, there's the birds. And the baby ones that we're going to put in freezer camp, they're in here. Aren't they big? Anyway, I guess I'll let you go for now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day. Ta-ta.